extremely proud to announce we'll be starting 2GG Championship Series. 12 sagas, 20 qualification spot, 1 champion, over $100,000. This is what you guys always wanted in Smash. This is what I always wanted in Smash, and it's here.
My very first memory of like anything at all is watching my sister play one of the Super Mario games. I don't actually remember which one it was, but I just have the memory of watching her play Mario and seeing Mario jump across the screen and thinking like, wow, this is amazing. I just want to do this. And I've always loved it from, I literally can't remember a time in my life without video games, because that's the first memory I have.
Welcome to Universal Studios Hollywood. This is the playing field of the future. The unprecedented 1990 Nintendo World Championships. For us, it was a year
before what we think of as this current age of esports. Nintendo, towards the late 80s, started to run competitions themselves. That was with casual games like Pac-Man, Tetris, and they ran these through the 90s and toured around. And that also really showed that there was an appetite for esports. They put out an experience that was very Nintendo-like, animated, fun, cartoony, but with characters that people know, some that were kind of new, and you could play with them in ways that you couldn't play with them before, and competitively.
Something's gone wrong in the happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo. Introducing Super Smash Brothers, where all your favorite characters go toe-to-toe in one 4-player star-studded slam fest.
Smash 64 was the first game I got like obsessed with, to the point where I would just want to play it all the time, and none of my friends that lived on my block wanted to play it because they just wanted to do free-for-alls with the items, do it for 30 minutes and then move on, which that is what normal people do. But yeah, I just was like, wow, this game is incredible. This concept is amazing.
The main objective of the game is to take stocks. And the way that you take stocks is you make sure they fly far enough so they actually enter the blast zone, and that's where they end up dying.
Gotta get back on the ground right here. Now this has always been the problem right here. Nice to
good catch! What a catch right there!
A friend of mine messaged me on MySpace and was like, hey, there's this tournament in our city, it's free, just a little club, like go check it out. I got along really well with everybody there, and it was just like, wow, like a bunch of people that really love this game like I do. We started going to bigger tournaments, and I just kept wanting to go to tournaments, and slowly but surely just kept learning. And from like 2010 on, it just really just became this like core central part of my life. This was a hobby. Like this was just a thing I did with my friends. Like now this is the thing I probably put the most time into.
Just because you are not 6'8", just because you're not one of the fastest people in the world, doesn't mean that you don't want to compete. Everyone wants to compete on some kind of level. We compete every day. We compete with our lives, we compete with other people. That's part of what we do, just as humans.
Oh, just he did it! And he did it!
The 2G Championship Series is basically a year-long circuit event that we have, culminating into like whoever is able to actually win, and they're gonna actually be in a championship that happens in December. And they're gonna be competing for $100,000 at least in the entirety of the circuit.
But at the time, I remember like the game came out, and it was like the first time I had really felt like I could just, not think about all my other problems and things that were going on at the time. I was like, I'm just gonna play this. This is fun. I'm just so immersed in this. I couldn't even think about other things if I wanted to. And so, yeah, it brought me a lot of joy until it got to the point where it became like my only source of joy. And then when I would lose, and what was supposed to be my source of joy was now a source of frustration, and now I have no source of joy, then then there's issues.
I think for most people, what they find here, like you said, when you look at in terms of the money, there's less than 10% of the people who are falling into money. So you have, this 90+% of people who are out here, they come here for a community, they come here for a bond, they come here to experience, kind of what I was alluding to earlier, experience things that they probably never would have experienced otherwise. And it just becomes that vehicle for them to kind of have these bonds, have these relationships. And no matter where you are in life, those things are going to be important. And a lot of times, unfortunately, because of the stigma sometimes people have of gaming and all these things and whatnot, they feel like, okay, people are just going to they're going to be ostracized, they're going to be pariahs, they're going to be alone, they're not going to have this kind of connection that you normally have. Or it's going to be something in which you can go into the general populace, you can go into the general world, but that's a side that you kind of hide. That's a side that you don't kind of really show to anyone else, maybe a select few friends. But to be in an open place where you can actually express yourself in that way and have that community, that you can turn around and see like, oh, yo, that up smash, and someone instantly recognizes what you're talking about. And you don't have to have any kind of filter. You don't have to be afraid of people thinking or kind of judging you in this kind of ways. I think that's what people come for. I think people come for that community, a sense of belonging, a sense of home. And that's something that we all need, no matter, how independent we may seem.
Rich Brown starting it off. Perfect shot for Rich Brown. Looking very close to killing. Possible opportunity for Rich Brown. Needs to find the edge guard. Oh my God. To the stage and oh my. Those stilettos doing some work right now for JK, but keep in mind, Rich Brown has brought this all the way back. He was down like a full stock.
Oh
but
no!
No,
oh no! Oh
not
no!
like this! Not like this!
I think still to this day, people don't understand why people play fighting games. A lot of times people just kind of see things, it's like, okay, these people are just mashing these buttons, they're just like smashing at each other. What does it give them? What does it matter? Where is the skill involved? And I think that it's so important for us to recognize the many ways that we can grow as people. And you grow from the information around you, the experiences around you. And I think that it's through these realities where we can go and build and have experiences and we can grow as people. And I think that's what gaming as a whole does.
At 23rd lands us Southern California's Rich Brown. He has had an incredible breakout year in the second half of 2016. This SoCal native is a player, a personality, and a musician to boot. Rich Brown has a lot going for him and a bright future ahead, which is why Panda Global is proud to announce Rich Brown as the newest addition to the Panda family. Catch him all 2017 as he pushes the top-level Mewtwo meta and fights as a pro Panda Global competitor.
up.
Such a great punish. So, okay, you're gonna try to cross me.
No!
Oh my God!
Really just no struggles here from Larry, and I see the frustration starting to mount on Rich's face. And wow, there it is, man. That's what I'm talking about. Just having a wow, clips, yeah, clips right there. Glad his jump though, so he's living just fine here. Oh, wow, he was anyway. That down there, emphatic right there.
Smart. Sweet spot right there. Okay, Rich Brown a little bit far from the edge, only because you keep seeing these up airs. But yes, Rich Brown moves on. It's a little too close. Oh, nice. The first with that up tilt. Is he gonna jump? Oh, he wanted that grab. Okay, I do believe grab will be here. No shield. Como, you're gonna keep jumping? Of course. And jump again, back air.
Oh, he's going to
Up
grab it.
dog!
Yes,
And
he
he's out of
will.
there. He said, I'm
will
gonna give you
do
a
it.
taste of your own medicine. Hold this up, bro.
Part of having fun with the game is you have fun because you love the game and you just get so much out of the experience. And yeah, winning feels good, and even losing, when you feel salty, you're just grateful that you can care that much about something. There's just so much passion, there's so much joy, there's so much love for that experience. You just can't get enough of the experience. And as long as you're playing for that reason, you're going to be successful in the community. So I think ultimately that's the umbrella of reason that people should be playing for. Anyone out there that wants to get into this, just do it. Don't talk about doing it, don't think about doing it. Find your local scene, go to a tournament, and have fun. That's what this is all about.